Months later, Ifeoma gave birth to a baby boy, Zion. She and Mama Tobi had grown a little closer, but the language barrier was still strong. One afternoon, while Tobi was at work, Zion suddenly started crying non-stop. His breathing became shallow. "Ah, mommy, Zion's acting weird." "I think something's off," Ifeoma said nervously. "Bring him here," Mama Tobi said, reaching for the baby. "He is not vibing right now," Ifeoma said, pacing the room. "His energy is not giving normal. This is not bossing at all." "What energy?" Mama Tobi shouted. "Is he running generator inside?" "Mommy, wait. He's kinda low-key gasping," Ifeoma said, panicking. "Gasping? Which one is low-key? Speak straight." Before Ifeoma could explain, Zion's body jerked. His tiny lips turned pale. The room froze. Mama Tobi screamed, "Jesus! The baby is dying!" Ifeoma froze, tears spilling, her phone shaking as she dialed Tobi. "Babe, Zion's not breathing. This isn't giving okay. It's bad. It's really bad." From the day Ifeoma met Tobi, she knew he was different, not just because of his calm voice or gentle smile, but because he listened to her like she was a podcast worth subscribing to. They met at a tech conference in Lagos. Ifeoma, a 25-year-old content creator who said adulting is ghetto at least 3 times a day, was vlogging her experience. Tobi, a 32-year-old software engineer, was one of the speakers. When he finished talking about building sustainable tech ecosystems, she ran up to him with her phone camera and said, "Sir, that speech was giving main character energy. You ate that presentation. No crumbs left." Tobi laughed, the kind of laugh that makes people turn and stare. "I'm not sure I understood all that," he said shyly. "Don't worry, you will get used to my vibe." She winked. And just like that, love happened. Before long, Tobi introduced her to his family. His mother, Mama Tobi, a respected retired headmistress from Abeokuta, believed in old school values: early cooking, respectful silence, and kneeling greetings. Ifeoma, she believed in food delivery, voice notes, and emojis that spoke louder than words. During the preparation for their wedding, Mama Tobi would call and ask, "Ifeoma, have you bought your ashwebi for my friends?" And Ifeoma would reply, Mommy, we are still manifesting the budget. We will soft life it next week." Mama Tobi would hang up, muttering, "Manifest what? Are we planning a wedding or fasting?" Even during the traditional ceremony, when elders gathered to pray for the couple, Ifeoma whispered to Tobi, "This setup is giving ancient vibes, but okay, let's roll." Tobi had to pinch her to keep her from saying more. After the wedding, Ifeoma moved into Tobi's apartment in Lekki. She worked remotely as a social media manager and often ordered food. Every time Mama Tobi visited, she would find no stew, no soup, just paper bags from Shop Up and bolt food. One morning, Mama Tobi arrived unannounced. "Ifeoma, bring small food. Let me eat before we talk." Mommy, I didn't cook, oh, but we can just order. There is this shawarma that's bossing." Mama Tobi frowned. "Bossing? What is that again? Is it beans or rice?" "No, Mommy, it means it's giving taste, no cap." Mama Tobi blinked. What kind of English is this girl speaking? When Tobi got home that evening, his mother told him, Toby, your wife is using new incantations. I don't understand. She said food is giving. What is food giving? Toby couldn't hold his laughter. Months later, Ifeoma gave birth to a baby boy, Zion. She and Mama Tobi had grown a little closer, but the language barrier was still strong. One afternoon, after Toby was at work, Zion suddenly started crying non-stop. His breathing became shallow. Ah, mommy, Zion's acting weird. I think something's off, Ifeoma said nervously. Bring him here, Mama Tobi said, reaching for the baby. He's not vibing right now, Ifeoma said, pacing the room. His energy is not giving normal. This is not bossing at all. What energy? Mama Tobi shouted. Is he running generator inside? Mommy, wait. He's kinda low-key gasping, Ifeoma said. Ah, which one is low-key? Speak straight. Before Ifeoma could explain, Zion's body jerked. His tiny lips turned pale. The room froze. Mama Tobi screamed, Jesus! The baby is dying. Ifeoma froze, tears spilling, her phone shaking as she dialed Toby. Babe, Zion's not breathing. This isn't giving okay. It's bad. It's really bad. Toby, hearing her sobs, shouted, Get him to the hospital now. They rushed to the clinic nearby. Doctors worked frantically. Ifeoma's makeup smeared from tears. Mama Tobi clutched her wrapper, whispering prayers. After what felt like eternity, the doctor came out. He is stable now. It was a sudden allergic reaction. You brought him just in time. Later that night, while Ifeoma held Zion close, Mama Tobi sat beside her. My daughter, she began softly. I may not understand all your, what do you call it, vibes? But I saw your heart today. You love my grandson. Ifeoma sniffed. Mommy, I'm sorry. I was just scared. I should have said it clearly, but I panicked. Mama smiled faintly. Next time, no more bossing. Just say the baby can't breathe. They both laughed through tears. From that day, Mama Tobi started learning GenZ lingo. She even texted Toby one evening saying, Your wife cooked today. It was giving delicious. No cap. 3 months after baby Zion's health scare, peace returned to the family. Mama Tobi now visited every 2 weeks, not to complain, but to check vibes. Yes, she had changed. She no longer called Ifeoma lazy for ordering food. She would now say, today we are soft lifting, Abi? No stress, just vibes. It shocked everyone. Even Ifeoma's friends didn't believe it until one afternoon when Mama Tobi joined a video call and greeted them with a confident, Hey besties, it's giving family goals. They almost screamed. One Sunday afternoon, the whole family gathered for lunch. Ifeoma had prepared egusi soup and pounded yam, with help from Mama Tobi, of course. As everyone sat to eat, Toby's uncle Babakunle arrived, a traditional man who still believed a wife must kneel to greet. When Ifeoma stood up and waved instead of kneeling, Babakunle frowned. Is that how you greet your elders now? Before Ifeoma could speak, Mama Tobi raised her hand proudly and said, Ha ha ha, uncle. Don't stress it. My daughter-in-law is a slayer. She's giving bold energy. Period. The entire table went silent. Babakunle blinked twice. Giving what? Main character vibes, she added, clapping her hands. Toby almost choked on his food. Mommy, please, he whispered, embarrassed. But Mama Tobi continued, adjusting her wrapper like a TikToker, doing a transition. You see, uncle, you need to catch crews small. We are not in the ancient times again. This generation, we are outside. Ifeoma covered her face. laughing and crying at the same time. Mommy, who taught you that one? You did, my influencer. Mama said proudly. I watch your videos every day. A week later, the family gathered again for a Thanksgiving in Abeokuta. Mama Tobi insisted on giving a speech to represent her son's family. She walked up to the microphone, adjusted her glasses, and started. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mama Tobi, a proud Gen Z mama. Today's event is bossing, no cap. The crowd gasped. Some laughed, others whispered. She continued unbothered. We thank God because my son and his wife are now vibing in marriage. They are slaying their parenting game. And baby Zion is giving Destiny Child energy. The DJ clapped. The pastor's wife covered her mouth in shock. Toby just sat in the front row, whispering, Lord, take me now. When she finished, Ifoma ran up to her, hugged her, and said through laughter and tears, Mommy, you really understood the assignment. Later that night, as the laughter died down, Mama Tobi sat beside Ifoma on the veranda. The moon was bright. The crickets hummed softly. You know, Mama said, I used to think your generation was careless. No respect, no patience. But I learned something after Zion's sickness. What's that, Mommy? That love has its own language. Sometimes we just have to listen, even if we don't understand all the words. Tears rolled down Ifoma's cheeks. She hugged her mother-in-law tightly. Mommy, you're giving real mother energy. Mama chuckled softly. And you, my daughter, you're giving peace. No cap. They both laughed, their voices mixing with the night breeze. Two women from different worlds, finally speaking one heart's language. Sometimes the bridge between generations isn't built with grammar, it's built with grace. Love taught them both to translate, not just to talk. Sometimes it's not the language that divides generation, it's patience, a mother's wisdom, and a Gen Z wife's heart can meet halfway when love speaks louder than slang. 6 months after the Thanksgiving, life in the Adeoye household had settled into a sweet rhythm. Mama Tobi had become an online sensation, all thanks to a video Ifoma posted of her mother-in-law saying, today's jollof, it's giving rice supremacy, no cap. The clip went viral. People called her Mama No Cap. She loved it. She would proudly say, I'm trending, baby. But behind the laughter, something darker was brewing. Tobi's elder sister, Auntie Ronke, had just returned from the UK. She was bold, blunt, and believed Ifoma had modernized their mother too much. At a family gathering one Saturday, she started, Mommy, I don't like the way you've allowed this Lagos girl to change you. You're speaking what I don't understand. Ronke, please. Ifoma tried to say, but Ronke cut her off. You call her mommy on Instagram, but you can't cook for her without delivery app. You're a lazy wife. Ifoma, you are lazy. The room went still. Tobi tried to speak, but Mama Tobi lifted her hand. Everyone fell silent. Then, with confidence only social media fame could give, she said, Ronke, calm down. You are too extra. This your energy is not giving peace. Everyone gasped. Mommy, what did you just say? Ronke blinked. It's not giving peace. You are acting very sus. Big yikes. Mommy, You're talking like a TikTok comedian, Ronke yelled. Is this how you now address me? Ifeoma's eyes widened. Mommy, please. But Mama Tobi wasn't done. Ronke, you need to touch grass and reset. This negativity is not bossing at all. The room burst into laughter, but Ronke stood up, furious. You see what you've turned my mother into? She screamed at Ifeoma. She's a whole headmistress, talking like GenZ. Ronke stormed out. The laughter died instantly. Mama Tobi sank into her chair, her smile fading. I was just trying to make peace, she whispered. Then her hands began to shake. Mommy, Tobi rushed forward. Mommy, what's wrong? Within seconds, her face tightened in pain. She clutched her chest and fell back. Mommy, Ifeoma screamed. Somebody called the doctor. The next few minutes were chaos, shouts, tears, and frantic movement. She was rushed to the hospital. Hours passed. Ifeoma sat outside the emergency room, trembling, Zion's asleep on her lap. Her mind replayed the argument over and over. When the doctor finally stepped out, his words dropped like a stone. She suffered a mild heart attack, but you brought her in on time. She will be fine. Tobi hugged Ifeoma tightly as she broke down crying. Days later, when Mama Tobi regained strength, Ifeoma sat by her bedside. Mommy, I'm so sorry, she sobbed. All this happened because I tried to make you like me, to talk like me. Mama smiled faintly, her voice weak but full of warmth. My daughter, don't blame yourself. You didn't change me. You opened my heart. I just forgot that peace doesn't need slang. It needs silence sometimes. Months later, at the next family event, Mama Tobi walked into the hall radiant and strong. When she saw Ronke, she opened her arms. Come here, my daughter. Let's not trend for the wrong reason again. Ronke ran into her arms, sobbing. Mommy, I'm sorry. I was just jealous that you and Ifeoma got so close. Shh, Mama whispered. Love is not a competition. It's collaboration. Period. Everyone laughed, including Ronke. Then Tobi stood up, raised a glass and said, to love that translates, even when we don't understand the language. The whole hall clapped. Sometimes, generations clash, not because they are different, but because both sides want to be understood. Love is the true language. The rest are just accents. My people, we are here on this GenZ lingo. No mother-in-law should be left out too. No mother should be left out. The earlier the best for all of us. We had better start learning their language so that one day your GenZ child, your GenZ wife does not sell you. Period. Thank you for watching my story. This is African Tales by Ewa. If you really want to help me grow my channel, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment please. And do not forget to share this video with your loved ones. I really appreciate your time spent on my channel. I do not take any of your support for granted. Until I come again your way with another interesting and educating story. Bye for now.